Welcome to Personal Mastery Training. I'm your host, Alvin Brown, former world-class athlete turned entrepreneur and consultant. Join us as we learn from guests who have conquered their inner battles and share their journeys to success. Get ready for inspirational masterclasses and thought-provoking strategy sessions to fuel your path to personal mastery. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another strategy episode of Personal Mastery Training. All right, this one, as you know it flows, right? I hear a great quote, a great wisdom. I experience something with my clients. I go through my own experience and I share it right away. As soon as I think to myself that this is something I know you want to hear about, or something I know that will help you stretch and grow, I want to share it with you. So recently I heard, let's call this one the difference between A and B. Recently I heard Will Smith. He was on an interview. His Bad Boys movie are about to come out again, and he's doing an interview. And they asked him a question about just greatness and being great. And he said something profound, and I thought, I got to share this one with you. Here it is. He was just explaining the difference between the levels. For instance, his son, it led to his son saying his son is a chronic B. He said his son is a chronic B student. But his son thinks, Dad, if I just put a little effort, I can get to A. No problem. I just don't feel like it yet. And he said, son, that's next to him. It's impossible for you to think that it's that easy to go from B to A. Because going from C to B is not the same as going from B to A. And what he was saying was, for you to think about going from C to B, you got to be good. That's pretty doable. But he's saying when you want to climb up to that next level to A, it's going to take massive change, massive undergoing, massive efforts to elevate yourself to an A. Because it's going to take you becoming someone you're not practicing being right now. It's going to take you elevating your game to that next level. And it made me think about it. And he's right. Many times we look at people who are at an elite level. And a lot of us think, oh, yeah, I can do that. No problem. Just give me a little bit of time and I got this. But when you start to hang out with people who play their game at that highest level, you start to realize that there's something special about these people. And one thing Will Smith was saying is, he said a lot of people can be good, naturally talented, naturally skilled, and it comes easy for them. You see, I went to school I remember back in the day when I wrestled, there's a guy on that wrestling team who I literally looked up to. He was a couple years older than me. But when I watched this guy wrestle, it was like watching artwork. He's so skilled. He made it look so elegant, so easy, and effortless. However, here's the thing that I got to add to that. What Will Smith said. He said, if you're not willing to put in the extra work, you're going to remain at good and not get to great. The difference between good and great, it's miles apart. See, a lot of people can be good. You all know someone who is really good. But greatness, greatness is this relentless pursuit of excellence. It's where you're the first one in, the last one out of whatever it is you do. The gym, the recording studio, the writing. You're the first one up in the mornings and you can't put the pen down or the computer down. You're always studying. You're always laying out. This is where people call it an obsession. And if you're not obsessed with what you want to have, to be, do, and have in life, you're going to be miles apart. My daughter, she dances for the Raptors, Toronto Raptor team. She's one of their dancers. And I was asking her about some of the players. One particular player on the team, I said, man, all he needs to do, because he's doing well, signed a big contract. Hey, better than a lot of us. But that's great. He signed a big contract. But he's leaving so much more on the table that he could do. And I asked her, does he have a trainer? Does he have a nutritionist? Because I know one thing. If I had that opportunity to step on an elite level of play, world class level of play, you better believe a large part. I work out every day now for free. I can't even imagine if you get me paying me millions of dollars every year to play a game. You wouldn't get my ass out of that gym. You wouldn't get my ass out of practice. And I said to her, what does he do extra off season? Nothing. He doesn't do anything else but the standard protocol. And it makes me think about Tim Grover. He wrote a book about working with Michael Jordan, working with Kobe Bryant, and some of the greats. And I can't remember the story he told about the first time he met Michael Jordan. He wanted to work, he's a trainer, and he wanted to work with the Bulls team. And he would hand his flyer out to everyone, every locker except Michael's locker. So Michael saw the flyers hanging around the locker room and looked at it and said, what's this? How come I didn't get one? So no one else brought Tim Grover in. So he asked the trainer, go and vet this person here. Let me know if they're any good. And then let me bring it back to me. So they vetted him. He seems good. So Michael hired him. And from there on in, it was a relationship made in heaven because he helped make Michael better. Michael put on the pounds he needed when I think he was playing the Pistons back then. And he needed to put on some weight to really battle them and take himself. And he did. And he took himself to that next level. Kobe did the same thing. But here's the catch. Every other locker Tim Grover put the flyer in, apparently no one else responded to that flyer. You see the difference? The difference between A and B and C, miles apart. So do not get it twisted that you're just going to put in part-time effort and get out the top level outcome. It just doesn't work that way. I don't care how talented you are. Hard work will always beat talent when talent doesn't want to work hard all day long. Right? There's so many examples of that. Of Tom Brady he wasn't picked first round, but his work ethic. Drew Brees, there's stories of Drew Brees. There's stories of all kinds of athletes who were that type, just addicted to that consistency and hard work. So the difference between A and B is vast versus the difference between C, moving yourself from a C player, C student to a B student. That takes some effort, but not as gargantuan as effort as going from B to A. You have to change your entire being. You have to change your behavior. The old you has to die and welcome in a new level. So if you're looking, and this is one of the reasons why back in the day I enjoyed that hard work. And for those of you putting in the work, realize that whoever is coming after you, they also have to be willing to put in that same work as you. So there's no worry about competition when you put in that extra effort because they're going to have to play at the same level as you. They're going to have to be as consistent as you. They're going to have to be as hardworking as you. They're going to have to outwork you. And if you're up for it, if you can bet on yourself, good luck to them. You're going to leave them in the dust. So I thought it was a really powerful statement to really get our heads wrapped around this idea that greatness, greatness, not good, greatness is the next level. And if you're looking to elevate yourself to achieve your own personal mastery, first of all, love what you do. Second of all, be willing to put in the work, because it won't be work, it'll be just a labor of love. So I hope that a message. Remember, my mentor always said to me, Alvin, one word, one idea, well executed, can change your game, change your life forever. Hope that's a message. All right. The difference between A and B. All right. Peace.